Hey guys, you join me here at Snow86. We are back on Ladyhill. So, as promised, we are out sawing grass. We are straight after more or less baling wrapped up, and we got them into the shed and all that good stuff. 21 bales is what we finished with, guys. So that was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. More than I was thinking. So we've now decided to bale out here and get grass done. So we're going to cut 3 fields. This is number 3 that we are cutting, and we'll get them rowed and we will get out and collect them. That should probably take me up to 8ish tonight, which is probably then late enough. So we are going to bail out then of that. We'll do a bit of compacting and stuff um, off screen, and just make sure that if needs be, we'll close up the pit and we'll say no more about it. So it means we'll have cut more or less all the silage we can cut for this year, until we empty out the second pit. So with that in mind, all we can really do now is cut as much as I think we can cut. So there is going to be rain overnight, so we don't leave grass sitting because it will deteriorate and rot. So we're aiming to cut 3 fields. We'll get it tedded and rowed, or yeah, we won't ted it, we'll row it and we'll collect it, get it into our pit. Hopefully that'll be the bones of 100,000 litres. It takes up to 300,000 litres in the pit, so it needs be, we can then clamp that. That would be the thoughts roughly in my head. Hopefully we'll get away with it, and tomorrow the rain will be early in the morning and nothing for the rest of the day. If that happens, it means then we can jump out and cut the last couple of fields, get that all into the pit. So by tomorrow, we could have everything cut, everything in the pit, maybe looking at 400, 450 thousand litres in the pit, which would be absolutely fantastic, guys. So that's the plan in my head, and as always these plans tend to change. I am debating whether I should buy a grass field while we are out doing this operation as well. We'll debate on it this evening. I suppose when we're rolling, we might have a quick look at prices, see what's out there, see what's in our market. The total canola we managed to pick or harvest was 26,000, I think. So if we buy a field for 26 to 30, we should be able to replace that money come December. Obviously now we have the wheat to come as well, and that will add a little bit onto that. So I'm not too pushed if we go to 35, but we probably won't be stretching much past that when it comes to the land we pick. So that'll be our kind of limiting factor. We'll see how much grass we can get for that. So that's kind of the going plan here. Again, I think I should be okay once we can kind of keep the 40,000 in the bank come Christmas. That should be enough to carry me through to June, because obviously we'll actually have an increase in milk sales and things like that as well, so that will help the cause. And yeah, we'll just have to see how we get on with it. So that's roughly what we're planning for the next couple of months. We probably will look to pick up a bit more grass if we can, because it just makes good sense, and it'll give us more in the pit if we do manage to find a field that we can cut. So I am going to crack on here, guys. Keep going, because we're under a little bit of pressure today, because we want to get this cut and rowed before it gets too dark to be out here. And I think around 9 o'clock or so, I think, is the first shower rain. Did I read that wrong? I might have. It could be 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So either way, we are going to row these 3 fields. That will leave us with 4 fields not cut, which is still a fair chunk. The one behind the yard and the 3 down here, then the furthest away ones. We're not doing them because, well, we will do them, but we're not doing them tonight because it just takes a little bit too long to get there and back when unloading and stuff, and time is of the essence. So we're going to knock out these 3 fields, and we'll see where we are then after that, guys. So we are pushing on, we're not holding around here tonight, we are trying to crack on and get this done. So yeah, I will see you in a second, guys. We'll be picking and we'll see how we get on. And we are back. So we are finished heading. It is now 22:05 in the evening, so we're just going to crack on here. I was saying around 8ish, it might be a bit earlier. We might get this done by 7, which means we should have probably been able to cut maybe a 4th field, but look, we're not too concerned about, well, we are concerned, but I suppose hopefully we will get a cut tomorrow, all going well, and hopefully this yields okay. So we're on the first headland of the first field and we have 30% so far, so it's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. But as I say, if we can get 100,000 litres out of these 3 fields, I will be absolutely ecstatic. Yeah, that's probably what we're looking at. I can't see it going much more than that. I again will be pleasantly shocked and surprised if we do get it, and I'll be delighted at the same time because it means we'll get the extra bit of silage in for ourselves. But considering that we are going to knock out 2 headlands here, we're not even at 50% yet, is pretty demoralising. But hey, that is the way it goes. And as I say, next year we will be letting the grass go full whack before we cut. So we've learnt that lesson, and we might even get another cut out of this. You never know, but we're not going to fertilise after this one now. We're just going to leave it. There's a little bit of crazy theory to what I'm going to do. We, for first cut next year, are going to obviously get in here, lime all the fields, and we might use liquid nitrogen on them just to give us an even application of what we need. And what I'm hoping is that will give me the significant yield bump or boost, whatever way you want to look at it. That yeah, we get a good first cut. It'll also mean our silage reserves will have a chance to build up, and that'll be no harm because we'll probably have the extra land and all at that stage. Now, as I say, we are going to get all the grass in first before we even look at land. It's probably something we can do when we're driving forward and backwards in the pit and not too concerned about much else going on. So yeah, so we're at 75%. I reckon we're going to get a good chunk of this field in. And again, it's a little bit upsetting, but look, it's grass that potentially we didn't think we'd be getting, so the way I see it, it's a win. And if I can get 100,000 litres, I will be a very happy man, guys. So yeah, so that's where we are. We won't worry too much more about it. As I say, we're just going to crack on here and see can we beat the time. Well, there's no real pressure again on time. Well, there is. It is meant to rain, so there is a little bit of pressure on time, but I think we should be well clear of it, and we'll get the pit packed. We'll see what we have, and then, as I say, the rest of the fields to cut. Now, I'm just thinking in my little head, and that's a dangerous thing, is we might be able to make hay. And the reason for that is the back section of the field there, when we cut it, instantly went to hay. So that would tell me the moisture is low in areas around the farm. Obviously, to make hay, we do need low moisture. I'm not going to make it. I'm just going to see could I get that little bit there that's annoying me, but anyway. Yeah, so we need low moisture to make hay, and I think we actually do have substantially low moisture, which is right for this time of year. So we might get a chance to make hay, or even if we do have to fill the pit, we could then turn the last 4 fields into hay. So that would mean then that obviously that's capped silage for the foreseeable future in that pit anyway, because we filled up. Yeah, we'll be more or less full in that pit for the year, but if we do manage to squeeze a 4 cut out in October-ish maybe, yeah, we'll be able to stick it all in the other pit. So we're going to get this back to the farm, guys, and here's hoping it all works out. The other thing we should look at doing is add a silage tank to this mixing, or this forager, because that would increase our yield just a little bit. Obviously comes at a cost, but would be very beneficial to the farm. So yeah, we could potentially look at doing that as well. We have options, and it's always nice to have options. It all depends on how far our finances will stretch come the time, but for now I think we're doing okay. So I'm going to go external for this and just want to see where I can dump this and do something like that. Oh, turn. I don't want to overfill the pit. What's in this pit? So that brings us up to 230-ish, 228. So yeah, 228, and we'll keep going. If we can get it to 3, we'll be delighted. So that'll be 3 more loads. Can we do it? Time will tell. So we're going to bait back to the field here, and we're just going to crack on, guys. And we're stuck in reverse camera. So we'll jump in, we get this little bit that we missed. There we go. And then we'll cut down here. And if I do that, I should be full lock now to get yep, that's not going to work, so we're going to go full lock down here. So we're definitely going to get 2 more, I would reckon, anyway, guys. The third one is a bit of a stretch, but yeah, now we have 90,000 litres of silage left in our existing pit, so I reckon we should, I'm pretty confident that we will be able to cut the last few fields and get them into the pit as well. I am pretty confident that will work out for us. So it's around and around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. As we keep going. So we'll have just under 20% there now after this section, so that's not bad. I should say not bad, but obviously not great either. I'm sure we were getting maybe 2 or 3 out of that field in a good yield, so yeah, it's definitely been affected. But maybe is it maintenance issues? Could be a maintenance issue as well. I do believe yields drop on certain equipment if maintenance isn't kept up. So that's, you'll see the section of hay there, so that could be an issue as well. But it's not that bad. We're about 80%, I would say. So yeah, you'll see that section of the field there just spat out a little bit of hay, so it was interesting. I do think if we don't get silage, we probably will get hay off the other few fields. And this field is obviously yielding a bit better, because you can see we are up at 60% already, and we haven't even got around full headland. So yeah, make it that what you will. Gives me a lot more confidence that we might hit the four loads. It really, really does. So we're just going to whip down this one here. Get that bit there at the end. Flick around the other section of the headland, and we should be pretty golden then, guys. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah, we are definitely going to hit 4 if this yield sticks like it is. We've barely even gotten around the field and we are more or less full, so that's good. We might get a second load out of this field. And here's hoping then the field below will give us that 4th load, and that would be us laughing, guys. So that is us with a full load, so we're going to just bust across all our rows. And we're doing okay for time, 10 past 5, so we still have 3 hours until kind of that 8 mark that probably we want to be winding down. And yeah, if we butterfly borers now, I would chance cutting another grass field. I'm not going to lie, guys. It will have to be an investment at some stage, methinks. Obviously, a bigger forage wagon. There's plenty of things we could invest in. Where do you start? But yeah, definitely butterfly mowers would make this kind of a job a lot more manageable because we could just tear into it. I was going to say even a second tractor with butterfly mowers on it, but then we're talking big money then, guys. And I have to remember we've only got 62,000 in the bank. Can't just go blowing it all randomly on a tractor. Not when this one works away, bar that dodgy door. So we'll get back into the pit here, guys. We'll unload and we'll go again. So we'll try and stay a little bit more to the left. Somewhere like that. Start unloading. And just go straight back. And again, we don't want to go all the way back because we don't need to be throwing stuff out of the pit. There we go, we are empty. So I won't bore you too much longer, guys. I'm going to get back to the field and crack on with this. We probably will be back next time to finish off this manic grass session that we decided we'd do in the middle of harvest, because that seems to be the right time to do any bit of grass work, really. So that's it, guys. I will leave you here and we'll pick it up next time, and we'll never know, we might have a bit of land, we might not, we might have all the grass in the pit, we might not. Who knows what's going to happen. So on that news, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I'm Snowman86. This has been Ladyhill, and as always, guys, appreciate it, all of you, and until next time, take care of yourselves and we'll see you all again.